Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. Tonight I'm smoking a cigar that I picked up in Cabo. It's a Quintero Havana. Never heard of it. The guy who sold it to me didn't speak it much English, so he said it was really good. I took his word for it, and I bought two of them. And this it was fairly tasty. So I'm pairing it with some Michter's Barrel Strength Rye tonight. Figured I'd shit out here, shoot the breeze with you guys for a minute. If anybody watched Game of Thrones, who else was a little upset or underwhelmed by the first episode of the last season? I'm hoping that they really kind of pick it up in the last 5 episodes. But yeah, this little Quintero, it's made Havana, Cuba. Never mind. It's a Quintero. I don't even know. It's all in Spanish, but it's made in Havana, Cuba. Oh wow, pretty tasty. I'm gonna see if my local cigar guy can find them, or at least find something similar. It's got a very spicy note, really spicy note on the back end. Could be the whiskey though. Oh, I know who I'll reach out to. Brian from the Herfcast. He probably knows. He's a big cigar guy, so I'll reach out to him and see if he can tell me what it is, if he knows what it is. It's a mild little smoke. Kind of has this like chocolatey undertone to it. A little spiciness on the back end. It's not bad. I mean, I think it was $12 a stick. I might have got gouged, but it wasn't pretty tasty. The flavors in the cigar and the rye kind of balance each other out a little bit. I think it makes the rye taste a little sweeter. More sweet. Whatever. But I want to do this one real quick. I hadn't done any tasting videos lately. Not since the Lagavulin 9. Kind of running behind. Quick story. Almost, so it's, right now it's Sunday evening. About 7:30 or so. Well, now it's Monday evening. What day is it? Bonnie, what day is it? Monday. It's Monday evening. I'll be posting this video Tuesday morning. But, there she is. Hey, Bonnie. What are you doing? What? No, you're all muddy. You got mud on your feet. Weirdo. So anyway, Sunday, I was out riding around on my motorcycle, putting around, just whatever, enjoying the weather, because it had been raining and storming bad for 2 or 3 days. And I was on this one particular road. I was in town. I'm just crisscrossing through streets, whatever, finding some back roads, and just kind of staying around town. I rode around for about an hour. And I was on this one street I hadn't been on in a while. And I cross over some railroad tracks, and not even 30 yards, probably not even that, maybe 100 feet after I pass the railroad tracks, there's a little bar, a little beer bar on the left. I guess I kind of looked over at them, but whenever I turned back to look forward, probably 20 feet in front of me, there was a divot in the road. It was like a sinkhole where the concrete or the pavement had just kind of sunk down. Well, I saw it at the last second, and I think I had enough time to prepare myself to go down, and I hit it. I hit it doing probably about 30 or 40, probably closer to 40 miles per hour, and it was just short enough to where my front tires hit it, popped those up, my back tire hit it, and it popped it up. So it was less than the length of my bike, but it was long enough to where it went poof, it went pop, pop. Well, it launched me out of the seat. Hands came off the handlebars. Myself and the bike, I'm pretty sure, were detached from the ground for a split second. I come back down on the bike. The bars immediately go into a tank wobble, a death wobble, and I can only say that it was my skills and I've been in that situation before in a death wobble, and I've laid my bikes down a couple times. Not my fault, but out of my circumstances, out of my control. Went into the wobble. My right foot was dragging the ground. My left foot, I believe, was still on the peg. Well, I reached up and I grabbed with my left hand, and finally got my right hand on it because it was doing this. So I got my left hand on it first, and it's still doing this, and I grabbed the mirror and I bent the shit out of the mirror. Finally got the handlebar, and I started hitting on the brakes. Well, I started kind of doing this number. Well, about this time, during all of this, I'm heading straight, like at an angle, straight at an angle. I'm heading towards the curb on the left side, the far left side of the road. It's a 5-lane road. I was on the inside, my lane, going this direction. I go through the middle lane and almost through both of the other oncoming lanes, and I'm about 6 feet from the curb on the other side of the highway before I got control of it and steered back into the middle lane. And I might have pooped a little, but I mean, it hit so hard I loosened up the bolts that hold my handlebars on. But yeah, it was kind of quite dramatic. Yeah, I pulled up to the red line. There was a guy behind me. He didn't bother to stop to see if I was okay. Probably because I kept it up. I wish I could have got his take on it. Like, whoa, man, that was fucking badass. You didn't bail or drop it or nothing. But yeah, luckily there was no oncoming traffic. But that was fun. It was a adrenaline rush from hell. Thank God for adrenaline. Yeah. But I was able to pull out of it, ride it out, and I went down to there's a gas station at the next red light, just literally right there. I pulled in, put the kickstand down, and got off and just stood there for like 5 minutes until I quit shaking. So, yeah, that was my weekend. I had not been drinking. I was stone sober. I was actually looking for a place I was going to find a park with like a park bench or whatever, and I had me a cigar and a flask of whiskey in my little bag on my handlebars. I was going to pull over and make a video somewhere in a park, sip on some whiskey, smoke a cigar. I didn't get that one done, but yeah, that's what happens whenever you ride motorcycles. Shit just comes out of nowhere and tries to take you out. Well, I think that's all I got. It's all story time with Kelly. I'll try not to have too many death-defying experiences like that too often. So, I think that's it, folks. So, like always, check out my Tattered Beans link. It's really good coffee. Check out the Bearded Idiots. If you feel like donating, I'd appreciate it. Money's tight. I'm going to rely heavily on donations. So, here's looking at you, Dean. Oh, man, I appreciate everything that's sent to me. You guys are good. But yeah, like always, drink some whiskey, smoke a cigar, share that shit with your friends and family, and have a nice day. Y'all take care. Bonnie's over there pooping, and I just looked right at her. Get out of the bed. She likes to eat her poop. Nasty little dog. Don't let her lick you in the face. Y'all take care.